Hi YouTube, it's Tracy for Tracy's Tuesday Tips at Entrepreneur Girl. And today we are going to be talking about, is Amazon really profitable? Is there too much competition? And what's the real deal? So last week we had a question on the part one eBay step-by-step video, and I told you every week I was going to try to answer a question that was left in the comments section the previous week. And this one right here, I hope I'm pronouncing this right. I apologize if I'm not, but Eliana Chavez, sorry if I butchered that, said, "Hello Tracy, I'm following your channel. You have very helpful videos, but lately I was watching other reseller channels and I found that in some of them I heard about that Amazon is not profitable anymore and that it's not a lucrative business anymore and that they are making money more mentoring and coaching. Can you tell me, what do you think about this? I would really appreciate your honest opinion. I hope you can answer my question. Thank you so much for your videos." So thank you very much for commenting. I love all these comments and I'm working on answering all of them. I read every single one of them, and I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to do that, because we all learn from everybody else and it's just really important that you leave these. So thank you for taking the time to do that. I wanted to answer your question on Tracy's Tuesday Tips because it's very important to e-commerce, which is really what the Tuesday Tips are about, that we talk about this. So I am going to go ahead and hit this with first telling you who I am. This is my website, entrepreneurgirl.net. It's a brand new launch. I haven't really announced it yet, but the reason I'm showing it to you today is because there's this little About tab here that you can click on. But basically what I am, or who I am, is about building business and loving your life and balancing both. And if you click on this tab here, you can kind of just read about me and see a picture of me and the family and all of that stuff. But the long story short is, in 2008, I started selling stocks and graduated from the University of Florida with my was in business. And in 2010, I started eBay. In 2013, I started Amazoning. In 2014, I started with my YouTube. And in 2015, I started this website and started coaching. And that's been kind of like my personal and business, evolution. And I just wanted to tell you that because that's what I'm going to be bringing into answering this question, because I can only answer based on my experience, and this has been my experience. So this is kind of an opinion-based video, just so you know. And my story was that I had $200 basically to start this whole eBay thing. I sold a bunch of homeschool curriculum. I was trying to pay for a lot of summer camps and activities and traveling that I really wanted to do one summer. And it was kind of an experiment. I didn't know if eBay was going to work out. I made a lot more money than I thought I was going to, so I tried to continue it and see if it continued to pan out, and it did. And basically I never looked back. I just kind of kept adding and kept adding and kept adding, which we're going to talk about here in a second. So I just want to chat with you just like you were here with me, and if you were my best friend or my mom, this is what I would be saying to you. And I can only speak from my personal experience, which I kind of touched upon just now, showing you the website and kind of how I started and where I'm coming from. Because the question is a really, really great one. I can only answer it as truthfully as I can using my own personal experience and the experience that I've seen other people have, because in what I'm doing with YouTube and putting myself out there, I've got to meet a lot of other YouTubers, a lot of other resellers, a lot of beginners, through the coaching program, just a lot of people, in a big people base, throughout the years. And in that, I've been able to see a lot of different people personalities, a lot of different results that come from that, different perspectives and different goals. And so taking into account all of those different things, that's kind of where I'm coming from. And that's where I'm hitting this from today when we talk about it. One thing I know to be a real factor in determining the success of a business, whether it's eBay or Amazon or any type of entrepreneur pursuit or stock trading or, in your personal life, just really anything, is the personality of the person. Everybody is not the same. And some people are better suited, like for stock trading. We studied stock trading and all the different, risk aversion personalities. The personality of the person determines whether they're good at stock trading or whether they're not so good. Being a female actually helps you, be more intuitive towards stock. So there's different things that you can control and some things that you can't control, but who you are, your makeup as a person really has a huge determining factor as to whether you will be, successful, whether you will achieve your goals, what's going to happen, your outcome is impacted by the type of person you are. Fair enough, right? Okay, so I kind of like that too. If there were a group of us, a group of 20 of us, and we are at the bottom of a mountain, and we're going to climb this mountain, and it's a really tall mountain, and we're looking around and we're trying to gauge, who's going to make it to the top or not. You would probably, certain characteristics might pop out at you right away, like, oh, well, that person's really athletic. I bet they'll climb this and not have any problem at all. But then there's like my mom. My mom is 5'1". She's very quiet and timid and kind of backward. And if you were to see my mom, you would probably think there is no way she's going to be able to climb this mountain. But my money would be on my mom because she's little tiny, I mean the package doesn't look like she would be a great climber, but my mom has such internal strength. She's just a strong person. And if she was determined enough and she made her mind up and she was stubborn enough, if she felt that she needed to get to the top of the mountain, she would get to the top of the mountain. And my money would be on her because she would do it. And it wouldn't matter if she was in her 70s. It wouldn't matter if she had a gimpy ankle. It just wouldn't matter. My mom has so much inner strength as a person. She would make it to the top. And I know that because I've watched her do it, throughout my whole life. So there are personality traits that come into play with Amazon, which is like the short of what I'm trying to say and how successful your business is going to be. We're thinking about the percentage that is going to succeed. I think these personalities come to play. I think whether you're a strong person or a weak person, whether you're optimistic or whether you're pessimistic, whether you're a go-getter or whether you're laid back and you just really aren't. I think all of these don't determine the outcome, but I think that they assist it. Back to the question that she asked, is Amazon a lucrative business? I'm going to say that there are 5 parts to this question. The first part being the personalities that we just discussed. Number 2, let's look at Amazon as a company. So Amazon was founded July 5th, 1994. So in terms of a business company, it's still kind of in its toddler phase, right? I mean, it's not like brand new, but it's certainly not like an old, established dinosaur company either. Amazon is still really moving and grooving. They started with books, then they added other products, then they added movies, Kindle books, now they've added robots and cars and houses, and you just hear about all kinds of things in the news pertaining to Amazon. You're like, is this true? Is this not true? It's because they're really hustling. They're really expanding. They're really moving and grooving. This year they've moved into Mexico. So not only are they moving and grooving here in the States, they're an international company and they're #1 international company. And that's very important. So Amazon, when we look at as an actual company, they're solid, they're still growing, there's still a lot of room to grow, and we're looking at room to grow on an international level. So I believe that Amazon is very strong. I don't feel scared by Amazon crumbling anytime soon. I feel like it's a real solid company. So point number 3, e-commerce, like the whole concept of e-commerce as far as like Amazoning and eBaying and us being resellers go. So, we're pretty good with our personality. We're pretty good with Amazon being a good company. Well, what about e-commerce?